Yeah, good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss our new concept here is electrical drives. It is a part of our utilization of electrical energy subject. In this specific one, we would like to deal the things. What's the basic definition of electrical drives? The first and foremost thing, and followed by we are having some block diagram, and in a similar fashion we are having some advantages and disadvantages. Finally, we have some applications point of view. Yeah. The fundamental concepts we are going to discuss in electrical drive strategy. Yeah, let's start our session. Mainly, what is meant by drive is nothing but any system employed with motion control. That it is, we are having some rotation parts there. You already know that drive in the sense in order to move something, that it is called it as any system employed for motion control. And what is meant by electrical drives or electric drive is nothing but any drive employing for electric motor. Drives employing for electric motor may be called as electrical drives. That's a simple definition. Yeah, this one is a typical block diagram of a electrical drive. Yeah, we are having some six main parts here in this block diagram. The first and foremost thing here is source. We are having some power modulators, and we are having some motors, load, and we are having some sensing unit, control unit. And don't forget the thing here, in this entire electrical drives, the main part here is motor. Without having motor, nothing will be there. Why means we bother about the part of motion control. That's the main thing. Yeah. And we can, what's the elaborate things of this particular electrical drive block diagram here is this one. Yeah. The first and foremost part here is source. No, this type of sources may be called it as whether it's an AC source or it's DC source. In terms of AC, you are having some single phase, three phase right now. That's not an issue. And the main intention of this particular source here is it supplies the part of power to the motor. Yeah, the main intention of source here is which supplies the power to drive this particular motor. That's the first only single line. And whenever this motor is rotating, I can use that particular application in order to give for the part of which thing here load. Motor drives the part of which thing load. That load may be any machine there. Yeah, in our household appliances we can have some washing machines, fans, electrical vehicles, locomotives. Everything comes under this particular category of load. Lathe machines, everything there. Yeah, and one more thing here is in order to go for the part of main thing source to motor and motor to the load, it's a simple criteria. But unfortunately, we come across one more part here, modulators. And don't forget the thing, this plays a crucial role. The power modulators is nothing but which changes power from the source as per the requirement of the motor. Yeah, let it be, we can observe in our household appliances, we can come across some fans now. The fan is rotating at 500 RPM right now, but unfortunately, I would like to reduce the speed of the particular motor or fan in our household means. In order to reduce that particular speed, we have some power modulators or else regulators. This power modulator is an equipment which changes power from the source as per the requirement of which thing here motor. And the power modulators maybe we can have some power electronic converters, that it is they can convert the things to the part of AC to DC or DC to AC. Everything is possible there. Why means it is the main thing which is made only for the requirement of which thing here motor. And after the rotation of this particular motor has been happened here, we can have sensing unit there. It senses the changes in the output of the motor. That it is, we can have some parameters like this: speed, torque, power. Yeah, it senses that particular output changes here, and it can send some feedback to the control unit. The next one here is control unit. It can identify some pulses like this, control unit, which gives command signal to the part of which thing here power modulator. Then the power modulator will identifies and it can give some signal to the part of which thing here motor requirements. This one is the only thing you have to write. That's a simple outline here. Sources which supplies power to the part of motor, and motor drives the load. If there is any changes in the output, It can sense the part with the help of some speed sensor or a torque sensor or motion sensor. Everything is there here. Then it sends some feedback to the control unit. That control unit will give command to the signal to the power modulators. Then the power modulator will take the decision. Yeah, this one is the thing. We can elaborate the things right now like this. Sources. The sources may be single phase or three phase, 50 Hz or 60 Hz. Indian standard frequency here is 50 Hz and US here is 60 Hz right now. We can have some low and medium power. Depends upon the situation. It's 400 volts, 50 Hz. And we are having some high power. Let it be 3.3 kilovolts, 6.6 kilovolts, 11 kV, 33 kV right now. We can use it in this particular supply in aircrafts in order to increase the frequency levels up to the level of 400 Hz right now. Electric tractions, locomotives. In electric tractions or trains, we can use some 25 kV lines, 50 Hz supply. And similarly, we can have some DC there, solar power and battery comes under which category? DC. In a similar fashion, motor plays a crucial role now. Don't forget, drives in the sense motors. DC motors, AC motors. In terms of DC, we can have some shunt DC motor and series DC motor, separately excited DC motor, permanent magnet. In terms of AC wise, we can have some induction synchronous machines. In terms of induction, we can have some squirrel cage, slip ring, stepper, brushless DC motor, switched reluctance motor right now. Yeah, no need to write everything here, but you have to know what are the different types of motors we may use it here. And followed by the next part here is power modulators. Yeah, PM stands for power modulators. What's the main intention of having these power modulators here is it empowers the part of power flow to the motor so that the motor imparted which characteristics here, the motor will rotate. Those characteristics may be called it as speed torque characteristics there. And then it gives to the part of which thing here load. Yeah, during peak or transient conditions, it restricts stores and motor currents here within the permissible limits. That it is, motor will have some current there. That current is restricted within some limits there. And the main intention of power modulators here is converts electrical energy from the source in a form which is suitable for the part of which thing motor. That's the main intention. Yeah, we can have some different modes of operation, that it is motoring to motoring action or braking operation there. Everything is possible in terms of which thing power modulators. And we are having some different types of power modulators. We already write that particular one is power electronic converters now. That converters is nothing but that it is rectifiers. We all know that rectifier is nothing but which converts AC to DC. We all remember this half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier like this. DC to AC in the sense, in our household we can have some inverters, that it is back. AC voltage controllers is nothing but it's a conversion of AC to AC converters only there. DC to maybe call it as choppers. Cyclo converters in the sense frequency variation. The frequency can change here. All these are different types of power modulators which is used only for the requirement of which part here? Motor. It's a part in between the things of which two parts? Source, motor, and in between the part we are having some power modulators. Next thing, we are having some control unit and sensing unit. Yeah, sensing unit is nothing but we already discussed which senses certain drive parameters there. What are the parameters of this particular one? Motor current and speed. Yeah, once we know this particular one, one more operation here is it is mainly required for the part of which thing protection for the closed loop operation there. Yeah, without having the sensing unit, there is no closed loop. Yeah, and one more thing here, control unit. Control unit main thing here is it generates commands for the protection of power modulators and motor, and also it gives some input signal or command signal that adjusts the operating point of drive from an input to the control unit. Yeah, with the help of this control unit, it gives the signal to the power modulators in order to make some particular operation of a motor. All these are the different parts. You can elaborate it in the examination point of view and write these specific points there. Or else you can remember this particular diagram. That's enough. And moving to the part of next thing, coming to the advantage and disadvantage point of view here for the electrical drives. The first and foremost thing here is they have flexible control characteristics, that it is We can have some increasing the speed levels or reducing the speed levels. Everything is possible right now. Depends upon the part of sensing, controlling unit, and power modulators right now. Available in wide range of torque, speed, and power characteristics. Yeah, and also we can have some higher efficiency. Why means no load loss is somewhat lesser. There is reduction in loss. Overloading capability is also possible. Long life, low maintenance wise, and cleaner. Yeah, adaptable to any operating conditions right now. That it is, we can use it in vertical mountings, liquids, or else radioactive explosive materials. Everything is possible. That it is, we can use it in aircrafts now, trains, traction wise. Everything is possible. Yeah, there is no, it can't pollute the environment, and it can operate in four quadrant operations. There, we can use it in a generator mode, motor mode. Everything is possible. Or motoring action, braking. Everything is possible. No need to refuel and form up the motor. Actually, in olden days, we can use that fuel, everything is there in order to drive the motor. But it's a completely electrical point of view now. No need to use this fuel. They are powered by electrical energy, which has several advantages compared to the part of other forms of energy. It can use it only electrical point of view. Coming to the part of disadvantage wise, the complete main disadvantage here is the initial cost or capital cost is higher for installing this electrical drives, and it can cause some noise pollution. And also, if there is any power failure, completely disable the electrical drive. And the output power of this drive is low, and it can have some control circuit. No? It is suitable for the part of only electrical tracks, not more than that ordinary that it is fuel tracks there. Yeah, these are the disadvantages: capital cost wise, power failure, and noise pollution. Main thing. This one is nothing but cost wise, pollution, power. Without having power, nothing is there. Why means it's an electrical drive. Coming to the part of applications point of view, and don't forget the thing, this electrical drives is main thing we already discussed. We can use it in electrical vehicles. Once you can charge it, we can go for a long drives. That's not an issue. Electrical drives now, mainly we are having some industrial applications point of view and domestic applications wise here right now. And industrial point of view, textile mills, transportation. The main thing here is we can use it in a transportation purpose. Machine tools, ordinary fans, washing machines, refrigerators, everything is domestic applications point of view. Any motor we can come across that it may be called it as it's a drive. If it is correlated for the electrical point of view, that it may be called it as electric drive. That's it. Yeah, and don't forget this main three applications point of view. The main application of this drive here is it's an electric traction. Don't forget that line. What's that electric traction is nothing but we can use it for the sake of which thing? Transportation of materials from the part of one location to the part of another thing. The different types of electric tractions mainly includes the first and foremost thing, trains, buses. Right now we are having some buses also in terms of electrical point of view. Trolleys, trams, solar powered vehicles built with batteries there. Batteries in the sense we have to remember this one comes under which category? DC power. Yeah. Electric drives are extensively used in a huge number of domestic and industrial applications. We already discussed in the previous slide. We can have some textile mills, pumps, fans, robots, everything comes under the part of this usage of electrical drives. These are used as main movers for the part of its thing, petrol or petrol engines, turbines like gas. Otherwise, we can use it ordinary fuel purpose there. And we can have some hydraulic and electric purpose like this. And don't forget the thing, we can have some EVs, and also we can have some aircraft. Everything is possible. And the main thing here is we can have it can't create some pollution, but we have to take care of utmost care while using this particular electrical point of view. Yeah, thank you for watching here. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. This one. Yeah, thank you everyone.